Om. With the paying all the respect and the love to my master's feet, and I am starting the next discourse number 6, about my book, which is I have written in some year ago, and that was written in Hindi, and for the convenience of English knowing persons, I am giving these discourses. So we are talking about the real spiritual meditation, and we are talking that the fake meditations and the fake spiritual practices, they are used to in the world. So now once again I am talking about the Jiva. Jiva is the mirror image of the Almighty Existence, Paramatma or God. But due to the ignorance of his own knowledge or own real introduction, he is caught in a mesmerism of the Antakarna, and the Antakarna, the mind, intellect, mood and ego. My dear friends, so by this ignorance and darkness of the illusion of Maya, the Jiva comes in the form of the Chidabhasa. It means the wrong consciousness image, and caught in this world's illusion. So this Antakarna, this mind, intellect and ego, bunch of these 4 things is called Antakarna. Because of Antakarna, the Jiva feels some desires, that Jiva feels some wanted, and Jiva feels some sensory hungers of the sensory organs. And in the totality of this bunch of sensory hungers, desires and wantingness, the Jiva create his own world in the periphery of his being. So the Antakarna is the Maya, the Antakarna is the Avidya, and Antakarna is the mesmerism, hypnotism or the illusion which is befooling the Jiva, and Jiva is lost his memory because he is Brahma. So because he is caught in this illusion, so he behave as his desire push him, and for fulfilling his desires, he do different type of activities, that is called karma. So when he do the karma, he think that he is doer, and when he think he is doer, then he become the aveler, then he become the enjoyer of the karma's fruits. My dear friend, in this way the Jiva, which is the complete free Brahma, which is the light of God, which is the form of the God, is caught in the mirror of Antakarna, and he is caught in the karma's boundaries and foundations. So my dear friend, even the worldly things, they are depend on the karma, but your consciousness, but your internal presence of existence, your Satchidananda, is never bound in the karmas. You will know this thing and you will come out from this illusion when you get Atma Jnana. So, the effect of the karmas only limited in the Antakarna, the effect of the karma only limited in mind, intellect, mood and ego and your sensory organs. He cannot affect, he cannot reach, he cannot touch your pure and purest soul, Almighty inside. So, the Vedanta say, so the Jnana say, so the Supreme Knowledge says that the God is never can be known by the karmas, and your soul is never depend or never in the jurisdiction of the karma. My dear friend, your soul is completely free from all karmas and no karma can affect on your purity of soul inside. So my dear friend, those person, they want to get the existence inside, they want to achieve this highest stage of liberation, they want to meet with the God, and they want to come out from the mesmerism of Maya. They search the Master, they search the Sadguru, and by the grace of the Sadguru, the God can be possible to meet with you and you can transform it into the true, into the God, into the immortal stage of liberation. So, awaken is a technical word. You can awaken into the God by the grace of Master Sadguru. You do anything, you do any function, you do any spiritual practice, you do any tapa, tenacity, yagna, chanting, reading, you do any effort, but that will not finish your karma foundation. They cannot push out from karma's boundary, and karma's fruits and karma's involvement and karma's attraction, they are endless forever. So my dear friend, beginning and endless, the miser karmas, the meaningless karmas, they are dropping you, they are stopping you, they are become a hurdle between you and God. You are the infinite God, but you are becoming a limited jiva. So, this unbreakable and unlimited presence of the Brahma, Satchidananda, Paramatma, the Chaitanya Brahma, how can you get it? Even you do anything, even the ant can take the revolving of the earth, but nobody can get the Paramatma without the Master's grace. The doll of the sodium chloride, the salt doll, never can measure the ocean. He will be dissolved in the ocean, and you can never make a line in the water. So you can never get the God by your karma practices, karma sadhanas, karma's tenacity. You can it is impossible to know the God by your physically, mentally practices. In this world, the meditation is doing person, that is not appropriate meditation. That is only objective meditation or the concentration. So that is the fake meditation. And that meditation also a karma, that meditation also a function, and all karmas always bring unpleasantness, always bring the more strongness of your illusion of antakarna. All karmas give the power your mind, intellect and ego, and you are caught and caught again and again, and you are bounded very very strong strings again and again as you do the karmas. So it is proof that all the karmas, they will bring only the world, they cannot bring the God, they cannot bring the awareness, they cannot bring the enlightenment. So this is our biggest dilemma, this is our biggest illusion, that we try to found many things in the world by the karmas, and we try to God also by the karmas. Because this is our day-to-day practice, we are used to do for something and we get something by doing. My dear friend, if you dig the sky, you cannot find the diamond. But if you dig the earth, you can not find the pearls. You must dig the particular place of the diamond, then you can get the diamond, as the diamond rich places as Panna and other. And every elephant have not the Gajamukta, the elephant pearl in his head. Very few elephant they have. So the master is not several. Master is very rare and very few. So if any master teach you the spiritual practices by your sensory organs, or by your mind, or by your intellect, or by your mood, that is illusion only, that is not spiritual practices. The God will not transform it to you by these type of practices, and you will not get enlightenment by this type of practices. So I remember a Sanskrit shloka, Shaile shaile na manikyam moktikam na gaje gaje sadhvo nahi sarvatra chandanam na bane bane. Every mountain have no the manikya ruby, and every elephant has no pearl of elephant, and no Sadguru can found in every monk, and there is no sandalwood in every forest. My dear friend, often person do the fasting, upavasa. So the upavasa is not alternative. In this world, the 60% population, they have no food to eat both times, or many persons, they have no food to eat many days. So they cannot achieve the God by the upavasa. And upavasa has a deep meaning. Upa, it means the near, vasa means living. If you are near living the master, then this is the right meaning of upavasa. And you can the uparama, it means then you will be go to the near of Rama. Rama means your soul. Rama means the God existence which is living inside of every living beings. So my dear friend, the living with the Paramhansa Sadguru, that is the real spiritual achievement or real spiritual practice. When you awake in the morning and you think that we do this thing and I will not do this thing, but when the evening come, you broke your promises. As a drinker, in the morning, take oath that from today I will not take the wine, I will not drink the wine, and in evening he goes to the pub, he goes to the wine shop. So this type of your big decisions, they are comes from your big mind or big intellect, because the mind and intellect always big and they can easily change. My dear friend, when you chant any mantra, so you not chanting the mantra, your mind chanting the mantra, your tongue chanting the mantra, and that is only and only the part of your antakarna. So the Gita says the same thing, and Gita and Bhagavatam both are deny the chanting of the mantras, and the Kabir says in his verse, Mala to karme fire, jeev fire mukhmahi, manva to chaudus fire, ye to sumiran nahi. Kabir says, you are chanting the mantras by your tongue and you are moving the beats of your mala by your hands, but your mind is moving everywhere, and this is not the prayer of the God, this is not the remembrance of the God. So my dear friend, you do not know Sumiran. Sumiran is having a very wonderful and very good meaning. Su means very badly, me means meeting with the God, run means the dissolve into the God, your consciousness join to the God and continuously and never come out from this awareness of this consciousness with the God, that is called Sumiran. If a person make lean and thin his body by the tenacity, so that is only the violence. This tenacity is the violence. A person, 1 minute please. When a person do the tenacity and his body become lean and thin, that is a violence. That is not a real tenacity, because Buddha says this is the violence, the self-violence, the violence with your body, the violence with your mind, the violence with your life. There is an example of the Buddha. Buddha have a disciple. The name of disciple was Purna. The name of disciple was Purna. Close the microphone. The name of disciple was the Purna, and he was the newly joined the Buddha, and before the joining the Buddha, he was a very aristocrat and the person who is availing high quality of the facilities. When he was laying, the many women laying around him. When he eat food very small, but his table was very big, and the many food, very big quantity food was thrown after his taking food. When he goes anywhere, the servant put the carpet in front of his feet and he goes on the carpet, and his lovers, they are lay down and he put his feet on the back of his lovers. And when he take the sannyasa, when he comes in the shelter of Buddha, he was completely changed. The person, they are going on the simple path, he was going in the spiny path or the muddy path or the path where stones are there. And if the person, they eat normal food, he is taking no food, he is taking very dry food, very simplest food, and many things he is doing adverse. One day the Buddha call. When the Buddha see that person will spoil his life in the illusion of the Tina city, so Buddha called the Purna. And he was a very nice player of the veena. You know, the veena is the violin type musical instrument. And the Buddha told, my dear Purna, please play the veena for me. And then the Purna took the veena, and Buddha say, loose the wires. So he obey, loose the wires. And Buddha say, now play, now sing the veena. Purna say, no, it cannot be make music because the wire is loose. So then Buddha say, yes, you tense the wire, tense, more tense, more tense. Then Purna said, no, if I make more tense the wire will be break. The sound will not, the music will not come. So Buddha asked, you are doing the same thing. When you was a prince, when you was a king, and your wires was very loose, and now your life is not come the divine music of the God, and now you are my monk and you tense your wire very much, and that they can be break anytime and you can die anytime. So that Purna can understand not tenacity, not much more idleness or the freedom. We should be live in the equilibrium, in the middle path, in the sadhana, in the spiritual practice. Otherwise, the music of spirituality will not come appropriately. So my dear friend, the tenacity is not way of enlightenment. And who will do the meditation? Now we are coming on meditation. Who will do the meditation in your body? You see inside your mind doing the meditation. Your mind and the meditation both are two ends. Two ends. When your mind is tired and becomes silent, you think the meditation is going on. When your mind is become active, you think, oh, meditation is not going properly. But the mind is doing meditation, and when I teach the meditation, this is meditation is beyond the mind. Because this is the witnessy, and after the witnessy, the mind goes away. Mind will detached from my meditator. So I tell oftenly, the world is doing fake meditation, world is doing concentration, that is not meditation. And which meditation I am teaching to my seekers, that is the real meditation, because that is even not meditation, but there is no word to use. So it is my helplessness I using the word meditation. Actually, this is not meditation, this is the awareness. This is the consciousness. My dear friend, when a person who is doing the fake meditation, his mind creates some images inside. Sometimes the mind becomes the Shiva. The practitioner of meditation think, I have seen the Shiva, oh, I am very lucky person. And sometimes the meditator do the meditation and Vishnu comes in his meditation. He think, oh, Vishnu has came, I am very lucky person. But he do not know. His mind create image of Vishnu, image of Shiva, image of snakes, image of God and goddesses. So your mind is a great player of a drama, and your mind always create a mesmerism, and he create the hypnotism, and he create some scenes as he create every day in the dreams. So with the mind, with the intellect, with the mood, with the ego, it is not possible to know yourself, because they are all boundaries and foundations and the curtains behind you and your consciousness. My dear friend, the mood or your subconscious mind is full of your sensory organs hungers. Maybe that is anger, or maybe that is lust, maybe that is greed, or maybe that is unsatisfying different type of achievement of the world. So the full of desires your mind, your chitta. How can you do the meditation by this type of inappropriate instrument? My dear friend, the meditation is not possible by a person who has found $1 million of lottery, or who has caught in a very sad condition if his son is dead in the home, and how can he do the meditation? So nobody can do the meditation without the separation of mind, intellect and ego, because they create every day. They create every day some problems. They create every day some disturbance. They create every day instability inside of your antakarna. So, if a person reads some books, that is the function of your intellect. So reading and writing and thinking about the words, they are all the play of your intellect. So how can you achieve the God by your intellect? Because the intellect is a very unfaithful friend. He is like a prostitute. Because if any accident or any shock or any hitting on your head, the person has washed out his all memory. Even he do not know his name, or he do not identify his mother, father and wife or his children. So your intellect is so big thing, it can leave you in the living stage. How can your intellect can took you from to near to the God? The second example of intellect, When the doctor put chloroform in your nose and you become unconscious, that time your body, your mind, your intellect, your ego all become disappear and you cannot oppose anything. So your mind, intellect and ego even leave you in the chloroform anesthesia or even leave you in the sound sleep. How can you hope that they will bring you up to enlightenment? My dear friend, why I am telling this thing? Because I want to open your eyes, because you are involving in the fake activities and you are continuously going away from your real God, actual presence of existence, actual presence of Almighty God inside of you. This is not only for Hindus or Muslims or Sikh or Isai or other. This is all humanity. This teaching is for all humanity, because this is not a particular group knowledge. This is the knowledge for all humanity. All persons, they know, they have intellect, they have mood, they have ego, they have these things. My dear friend, now we are discussing about the samadhi. Some person think that samadhi can achieve the enlightenment. Some person think that samadhi is a very, very nice state. But I want to say that samadhi is also the part of the illusion of the Maya. Because the different type of the samadhis, Patanjali has described in his book. The Sabij Samadhi, it means the objective Samadhi, and Samadhi without object, and Samadhi, Jada Samadhi, and many, many Samadhis. Samadhis is the only the step when your mind, intellect and ego become stopped. That can be possible in the hibernation of the frog. Frog also live in the Samadhi in the 4 month, 5 month. So why you do not worship the frog? Why you do not making a temple of the frog? Frog is the great yogi. The polar bear also have samadhi. The snakes also have samadhi. Samadhi is the function of the body. The all vital functions, they are comes very slow, and the body stop like a dead body, and person think that is samadhi. Samadhi is other thing. Samadhi's meaning is other than this. So my dear friend, when you do the meditation practices which is teaching by the other gurus, not real meditation, and you think about the samadhi and your brain have a faith of the samadhi like fake samadhis, and your brain creates some stages after some time, and automatically your body follow your brain's instruction and you are stable and stay. That is called the Jada Samadhi. That is called the Samadhi like a stone. But by the grace of the Master, that is not Samadhi. The Samadhi is the enlightenment, because some plus Adhishthan. Adhishthan, it means the existence. Some means equally. You equally stand in the existence. That is called Samadhi. So, my dear friend, the Kabir says, Sadho bhai sahaj samadhi bhali. My dear disciples, the real samadhi is the samadhi sahaj. It means very simple. You are living in the God and doing all the work. Jadin se Guru Pratap jagyo, din din adik chali. it comes by the grace of Master Sadguru, and it will be increased day by day. And the Kabir says, Sadhu Bhai, Sahaj Samadhi Bhali, that is a very, very nice and simple Samadhi which the masters, the real masters teach. The Kabir was the real master, and I am also the real master. And I teach this Samadhi. I not teach that type of Samadhi. That type of Samadhi is only the physiological phase. My dear friend, Shankar Sahaj Sarup Samhara Lagi Samadhi Akhand Apara. If the Shankar, if the Shiva has taken the Samadhi, then how can he marry with Parvati and how can he do other work? So it proves automatically that the Samadhi of Shankar is not that type of Samadhi, this type of Samadhi. The all world knows. The Samadhi, it means you are living in the God, you are living in the enlightenment, you are living in awareness, and then you are living in the world simultaneously. My dear friend, when you get this Samadhi by the grace of the Master, that will never break. But the other Samadhi will break. Because you are transformed into the God by this Samadhi. The Patanjali Samadhi have the Vyuthana, have the come out. When you come out by the Samadhi, then after come out, your Antakarna will again active and you will become as a normal person. But after the Atma Jnana, you never come out from the Samadhi. You live like a God, you live like a emperor, you live like a Satchidananda Paramatma. My dear friend, the practice of the Samadhi by the Pranayama, giving only the time limit pleasantness, but the Atma Jnana Samadhi, it will give you the unstopped pleasantness forever and infinitely. My dear friend, if you can get detachment from the material of the world, if you can know the meaninglessness of this illusion of the Maya and activities of the Maya, then you are a great person, you are a Dhanya. My dear friend, if you are a high class seeker, then Sadguru will come to you. And Sadguru is come to you, it already proves that you are the high class seeker. So you have a very good happiness, you have keep your heart that you have a Sadguru and you are a high class of seeker. Without high class of seeker, Sadguru never comes to you. My dear friend, I am not putting you in the lower classes, I am taking you direct upper classes, and I am jumping your all small stations, I am taking you in the flying of the spirituality. So this soul is automatically your God, this soul is existence, your soul is the Almighty presence, all the galaxies same and equally, and you are the representative of the Almighty God. You are not a person, you are not a jiva, and you must have this happiness and gloriousness inside of you. You are going to aware, you are going to taking the Atma Jnana, you are going to taking the highest stage of the liberation by the practice of Sakshi, as I am giving you this teaching. My dear friend, I will take this discourse, next discourse, in the next discourse I will take the the forwarding material, because this discourse is long and we should make it in the portions, and the facility of listeners and the facility of uploading on YouTube. I only request one thing to you, my dear friends. If you do this meditation 2 or 3 months, 3 or 4 months, you will see that your life become a tensionless, and you are feeling the peacefulness in your life. When your life will become tensionless, then you will feel, and that this is the guarantee, the tension created diseases, they will not come in your life. And you are completely safe from the tension created diseases, angina, heart attack, blood pressure, and so on. My dear friend, if you do this meditation, you cannot caught in mental diseases like phobia, manias, depression, madness, etc. This is not a small achievement, my dear friend. By this meditation, you can make your life safe from physical diseases, mental diseases, and you can see your anger, and you can save yourself from anger created crimes and problems. When you can do this meditation, you see your lust, and you can manage your lust, and you can not do any crime against women. If you see this, you do this meditation, you can see your grade, and you cannot involve in any corruption. My dear friend, it is not a small achievement. This meditation within 2 or 3 months, it gives you a great achievements. Please adopt this meditation, do this meditation, and please, I request you, subscribe my channel, because I need many subscribers. When the person will subscribe my channel on YouTube, Swami Sachidanand, that is the name of my channel, that I will feel you loves me. I loves you already. Thank you very much. Love you very much.